come to mix up childhood days with old tradition. No. But certain things children must go through before they turn man and woman. Instead is weapons that in the hands of the little ones. This make me wonder, this make me cry blood. When I remember how we used to play in the moonlight from the place. Children roasting corn and we singing song and we shaking up we waist. All this little celebration, that gone. Little children recreation, that gone. It's killing his sex, high fashion clothing. This is what little children studying. Little children days are in danger. You can't talk to them now, they want to chop. They no longer play marble and spin top. Little children days are in danger. Some of them don't walk with the stingray, but they don't play marble, hopscotch and pong stone. Little children days are in danger. No television messing up the mind, love is falling and hate continue to climb. Little children days are in danger. All the pain is a mother and a father.
It's no more Mary, white and cherry. How does it start to grow? Silver bells and copper shells and pretty maids all in a
row. I will never go abroad and talk my own country bad. No. But I will never deny the fact that cost of living is hard. But mental bondage is the first thing we have to approach. Development must come from all sources. When I remember how we used to tell many stories in the yard, and children they used to appreciate whatever their parents had. Days we used to cook by grandma, that gone. Eat dumpling and taste so strong, that gone. It's killing his sex, high fashion clothing. This is what little children.
Because we under the West
Little children days are in danger. They dressing with big pants that falling down. They don't play banjo, shak and big jump. Little children days are in danger. They don't say good morning.
A pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, and how are we doing this afternoon?
Oh God. But we cannot blame the children alone. Just remember, charity begins at home. Little children days are in danger.
Today being the 6th day, of March, and how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I would have started just about 15 minutes after the hour that I usually start today. I'm sure the information was sent out, right? How are we doing this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen? This is another class in session hosted by yours truly, Royalty James.
The world of technology, no. But some don't seem to appreciate when they get things too easy. The security from a public facility is community.
It is another evening to have conversations of a political or social front. We are going to get a bit interactive today.
They have public phone and they still mashing up all.
I want to know what you guys are thinking, man.
Go to God.
To the persons out there in the diaspora, good afternoon to you. Share the live right now. Let them know that Royalty James is on. Another evening of conversation, right?
You can't talk to them now, they want to chop. They no longer play marble and spin top. Little children days are in danger. Some of them don't walk with a stingray, but they don't play marble, hopscotch and pong stone. Little children days, oh God. No television messing up the mind, love is falling and it continue to climb. Little children days are in danger. All the pain is a mother and a father.
Bring on roses, bucket full of roses, ashes, all down.
No offense to maturity at an early age. No. But parents must try to bend the tree before it gone past its stage. Love to the max class and teach them the facts, all that they should know. Both yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I know children before used to get up and give old people their seat, but today children they just cross their feet treating old people like all the respect for the elders. That gone. Children now don't have no manners. That gone.
Let's get ready to go inside right now. Mr. Bonaparte, good evening to you. We're gonna get interactive today. We want to know what's on your mind. Your opportunity to call in would be given today. The number 5365843. Only on WhatsApp, that is. Or you can put it in the comment section, because we are going to be speaking today to each other. Sometimes the teachers talk too much. Not today.
All the pain is a mother and a father.
Children are born, but children are feeling. For some the parents are not television. Oh little goddess, you are so gracious. When they live life and the jealous and the madhouse.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so again, a pleasant good afternoon to you, each and every one of you, from wherever you're listening this afternoon. I want to say God's blessings to you, and I pray that you and your entire family is doing fine. It is another evening whereby I am here to have a conversation with you, and so that is what is going to happen again this afternoon. All right, let me first remind you, at the River Sally NNP support group meeting tonight. They say join us at the River Sally Government School this Wednesday, which is this evening at 7 p.m. At the River Sally NNP support host a discussion with the political leader and past Prime Minister Dr. Honorable Keith Claudius Mitchell and the MP for St. George's Northwest. All right. So be a part of that conversation later on. I wish I can get my way up there tonight. After I finish tonight's program, I would have loved to go to River Sally to be able to take in that discussions, all right? Those discussions, sorry. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get at it really early, but however, we have seen the commencement of the inter-primary school sports today, and so our young ones are out there on the track and on the field, and then showing that they are talented enough to be a part of the athletic conversation here in Grenada. There to go, all roads lift. Yeah, all road leads to River Sally, right? So ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the inter-primary school sports would have started for those of you all who support all the other parishes respectfully, but I want to shout out to St. Mark's today. We are looking really good. Yeah, I don't want to hear no conversation from anybody else. I say what I said. I am supporting St. Mark's. We are looking good. I don't know who you're supporting. Respect to who you're supporting. But I am supporting St. Mark's full 100. And it seems like we could just take home the title this year. We're looking good. All right? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start on a conversation today that really kind of, it doesn't hit home so much, but I just want to say this. The actions of individual or an individual is not the actions of an organization. And funny enough, I don't know how many of you all saw on social media that whomever it is, I don't know who it is, we don't know if it's a supporter of the New National Party or a supporter of the National Democratic Congress. But however, what we saw on the media is that somebody seems to have been burning a t-shirt. Right? Somebody was burning a t-shirt. The t-shirt labeled the National Democratic Congress, color of the National Democratic Congress, and it is being burnt. Now, as I said, nowadays, I try not to get into the confrontational conversations on on social media, right? Because I believe at this stage in the democratic concept in Grenada is that everything done by this administration is right. So even if you try to bring some form of justification to what is happening, when something happens, at the end of the day, what you would still hear is that the NNP is the ones doing it. And so when that came out, I saw it, and funny enough, I didn't see it on any NNP supporters page at the time. I saw it on just somebody else's page, and I decided I was going to go into the comment section. And you're seeing comments like, NNP pay him to do that or pay her to do that. And I saw another comment that says that is how much they wanted to, that is how much they want Dr. Mitchell to burn, or how is he going to burn in hell. Conversation of that sort. Ladies and gentlemen, in your sane thinking, intelligent minds, and I would implore to you guys again, you see some of these idiotic comments and statements, try not to answer it. Because I saw some of our supporters attempting to have back and forth with some of these individuals. And I'm saying this, it doesn't make sense. Because how it is that Dr. Mitchell, in his years of governance as a political leader, understanding how important Grenada as a country is to him, be the leader of a political organization and pay somebody to burn a t-shirt, or maybe instruct somebody to pay somebody to. Because it doesn't make sense. You can't tell whether or not, if he's a supporter of the said party that has gotten frustrated and did what he did, or she did what she did. But the first name that arises in this conversation is Dr. Mitchell. My thinking and my understanding is that, well, to me, whatever it is that goes against this organization or this administration, Dr. Mitchell calls it. Because I can't understand this. Whenever something good happens or appears to be good that happens within this administration, it is them. It is them. It is always them. But whenever something goes contrary, it is Dr. Mitchell. There is a rise or a surge in gun crimes in Grenada. Dr. Mitchell sits as the opposition leader. And still you're hearing comments being made, what did he leave there to curb such an issue? So Dr. Mitchell could predict the future, that he's going to say, I am going to leave office, and so I know there would be a surge in crime sometime in the near future, or in 2024 we will see a surge in gun crime, so I'm going to put that in place. This is idiotic when you hear it. A jersey being burnt. A jersey is being burnt on social media, and the only justification by another political organization is to blame the leader of that organization, of the other organization. You could call the practice whatever you wish. You may say you don't like it, you could say you like it, whatever it is. But I cannot continue to grasp the understanding that whenever something happens that goes on a negative front here in Grenada, it is still the name Keith Claudius Mitchell to be blamed. But whenever something happens in which, well, Grenada could get a little cap, a little feather in the cap, it goes to this present administration. Many of the things in which they are exalting themselves for now, they have absolutely no idea how it came on stream. Absolutely no idea. Starting with pension payments, or so I should say pension retroactive payments, because as of now there are serious issues in pension payments taking place in Grenada. You go on to talking about other issues and other projects in which you all are continuing. And whenever you all cut a ribbon, it is all your project. It is all your own. Where you all was. Where are you there? We have a prime minister that just passed probation in the political avenue arena. Gratuity, thank you for the correction. He is not old enough to understand the symmetrics of politics in Grenada. The man is not old enough even as a politician, and we voted in him. And I'm using the terminology we because at the end of the day, he governs the country. And then at the end of the day, whenever something falls on the wrong end of the stick, it is not him. It has nothing to do with his administration. Absolutely nothing. When you took office, the conversation of Molineux project, it was the worst. It was the worst. There was nothing good done by the past administration as it relates to the Molineux project. Now there are photographs and pictures and all kind of thing going up. None of this has gotten on stream. And that is the best thing, the greatest thing for you all. And you all continue to go on it. You all continue to go on. And it is ridiculous in my choice of what I'm saying. Ridiculous. Because I don't understand why it is. I don't understand why it is that the opposition leader, past prime minister, 22 years, 23 years as a prime minister in this country, would sit among his political organization and say to them, let's do that to create what? Unrest? In everything that you have heard Dr. Mitchell's name being alleged against, you ever hear Dr. Mitchell's create any unrest in this country? Sometimes you all say he's a little bit, you all used to say too high-handed when he called the police for whatever reason. You all are continuing to look for the simplest thing to attack this gentleman. The simplest thing to attack this gentleman. For what? For what? Because all you are of the belief that you don't hear the convention name call it. All you don't hear nothing about the convention. So all of a sudden they get afraid because all you believe that he's coming back. That's all your biggest fear, you know. I don't care what the other side say. That is your biggest fear. The mere fact that this individual could reign this long and continue to fight the good fight in the political arena and still, even when he is at home sipping coffee, you all are scared. That is the fear he puts in you guys. Let me say this before I go on to the next topic. Let me just say this.
All of them that giving the verdict about the doctor getting me sick. I don't know why they wouldn't mind a stinking business. Leave the man in peace. I say leave the damn doctor. Look, don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Crisis or his murder in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave the damn doctor. Where do you do? Leave the damn doctor. Where you crisis? Leave the damn doctor.
Leave him. He rest himself, he rest him. He don't tell all you nothing. Every program, everything you all talk, everything. And there are other pertinent matters in this country to deal with. I want to say good afternoon to Alicia Nuss. How are you doing this evening? Happy birthday to you, Mimi. This is, and I'm going to play what they should pay attention to. Because this is the first time, and some of you all might be older than me. First time I hear this request being made in this country. I don't know if you all have heard it before. This is my first time.
To be quite frank, I think Commissioner Mackenzie should tender his resignation, because we're under the Westminster system of governance, and you don't have to be directly involved. The Westminster says, look, if something like that happens, there has been a breakdown in the security mechanism, and it's under your watch, he should have the decency to tender his resignation to the Minister of National Security.
The resignation request follows the sketchy escape of 3 Grenadian prisoners from the South St. George police station, while another on remand, accused of murder, bolted while appearing at the Grenville Magistrates Court. According to Clouden, if protocols were followed, apprehended individuals who are in police custody will not escape.
So that I heard Commissioner Mackenzie speaking of protocols, and Officer Cohen speaking of protocols were followed, and this nonsense. If protocols are followed, how do people escape? If you have protocols in place to ensure that when persons are apprehended and put into police custody, they cannot escape from a cell, not easily, if you have protocols in place.
However, during a recent police press conference, Commissioner of Police Don Mackenzie said he is satisfied that said procedures were observed.
And I am satisfied that if proper procedures were followed, that we should not have an escape. The arrangements in that location has sufficient safety to prevent an incident like that occurring.
Voicing his concerns to MTV News, Clouden says the country's security was hit a solid blow in recent weeks, and the matter must be arrested to prevent similar occurrences.
We have a Coast Guard, and the first thing that should happen, the Coast Guard should be deployed to stop, just as they stop cars coming down from Grenville and they're searching them one after the other and stuff like that. The Coast Guard should be out there stopping every boat. Imagine these fellows left Grenada and traveled to Carriacou, past Carriacou, going to St. Vincent, and none of the Coast Guards were there to apprehend these criminals. Huh? No surveillance by sea.
Murder accused Levon Date remains on the run, and the RGPF has issued a $5,000 reward for information leading to his recapture.
And then another incident in Grenville. A fellow charged with murder. He's escorted, as I'm advised, to use the ablutions. Okay? And he escapes.
For MTV News, Kayla Flavney.
To be quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I played the entire clipping for you because I want you to understand, and this is a Mr. Clouden who is open in his decisions. We know him in the reign of Dr. Mitchell, and now we're hearing him again. He's open in what he speaks about. And I don't need to go into details. I believe he was clear enough. I believe he was clear enough. Because you still at a stage within this time, because we still have one on the loose. So we have not fixed the problem as yet. Right? Now, all the justifications made there by Mr. Clouden, you think they don't make any sense? Mr. Clouden, who in his position, based on how he speak, he should be the one saying, I am not competent enough to give such information. But here the suggestion given, or the idea given, as it relates to him believing, which would have maybe caused today the level of international, how should I put it, demise that we're being faced with. Because if we have individuals on loose, we both have to be alert on land and on sea. And so his justification, his reasoning is not far-fetched. He pay grade, he not even being paid for the advice which was given. So he need not to speak pay grade. He is not even being paid for the advice he just gave. And the Commissioner of Police, with two individuals at the time of the press conference, sat alongside him and was in no position at no point in time, because the commissioner is not competent enough. And when he said that, neither one of his goons on his left or his right was neither competent as he was to give some form of advice, because he said he's satisfied. Said he's satisfied that all the protocol was followed. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be paying attention to this. That's what you need to pay attention to. These are the things that I want to hear being voiced. Not conversations surrounding a burnt jersey and looking to blame Dr. Mitchell or NNP supporters. At this stage, that's not what you want. But there is a saying, the fish always rotten from the head. Because at the end of the day, it comes back as it relates to who hire you. That is the question, you know. Because if you go to a business place and you're dissatisfied with the service that was given, who do you ask for? You ask, where is the manager? Or can I see your supervisor? Or can I see the person in charge of you? Because at the end of the day, the question would be asked, well, who give this man work? Who hire he? Who hire she? So the Prime Minister should understand that the individual he placed in position to mirror his ministry or to be in charge of his ministry openly said to the Grenadian people, after you made the selection, Mr. Prime Minister, after you made the selection, after you chose the individual, he made it public to he made it open to the Grenadian public that he is incompetent for the position given. And you said during your campaign that you will be giving people work based on merit. You said that you were giving people work based on merit. But there is an individual in which you hired is publicly saying, they give me a work, I'm not getting paid enough for the work, and I don't know about the work. In local terminology. This is what he's being saying. And then you have a lead counsel within the state asking for his head, asking that he tenders his resignation after he replaced an unhealthy commissioner of police. He replaced an unhealthy commissioner of police. The commissioner of police who was there wasn't well. He was too sick to be a commissioner of police in Grenada. But St. Croix saw his health. St. Croix saw how healthy he was. Because there are issues of the state that you are not addressing. And we're going on to another one.
One of the sheds was also occupied by a homeless man.
Let me get it back.
They are zooming in. What you need so they could move us too. What about it? What are about? They try to move them wall to man. They don't want to man hollow. The first owner of the land, Roger, have to tell them they can't hollow on the bay. Yeah.
We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved. We shall not Dukeme Fish. Dukeme Beach is not a private beach. Yeah.
It was a chaotic scene in Duquesne St. Mark on Tuesday after a court order forced the demolition of sheds erected in St. Mark's Bay. When MTV News arrived at the bay, police officers and court clerks were on the scene, and angry villagers and fishermen voiced their concerns and frustration over the pending demolition. According to them, their livelihood is being affected tremendously. John Francis from Duquesne says he is a fisherman for over 40 years. According to him, he was never summoned to court on the issue and is calling on the government to intervene.
Well, sometime last week I don't know if it's the bailiff where he come with a paper and he say, they are today, you come and break down there. We have to move. But I find it funny because I have my fishing gears inside it, my boat inside it, because that's how you see the sea rough now, the sea coming up, where I could go. When I ask the man where I could put my thing, he don't matter. Well, I can't think so good right now because seeing my what, my sack, my collie, my boat, my engine, going on so, you'll be hard because no way to put it.
Rob Bartholomew, who is also operating a shed at the St. Mark's Bay, says his shed was used as a storeroom for most of his fishing tools and a small shop where he sells drinks and accommodates visitors.
Well, like you see, everyone who is surrounded and everyone feeling the same pain as me. Okay? Because all of us is fishermen, even the villagers. Okay? Everyone feeling hurt because if I cook 1 pound of rice, everyone eat a seal. The fishermen sit down here first thing in the morning, 3 o'clock, everybody out here. The villagers come here, they feel comfortable. Well, we the villagers don't even love it. It's the tourists who love it. Whenever they come, they feel comfortable. They ask me how I come up with this idea to build this little place. And I tell them I don't know, even God will inspire me. Okay? The tourists will welcome anywhere people come out from, all over the area, all over the country, all over the world. And they come here, they welcome. I treat everybody the same, the local, the tourists, everybody welcome.
One of the sheds was also occupied by a homeless man.
What I find all about on me bed all about.
So you don't see your situation?
Yeah, I just wait so I just stand up when the rain falling.
So we asking on the government to get you a proper place. You want that? You want that?
Exactly, because I don't know where to. He had helped me out.
The next place there where that man is there is a homeless man living there, and he's staying there. That little shed right there. So he don't know where to go. So right now he will be on the street.
MTV News understands that the matter was heard before a High Court judge sometime last week. However, according to fishermen in the area, they were not aware. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
Ladies and gentlemen, another conversation in which I don't know. Sometimes it baffles me when those sort of conversation comes up, because ever so often, if you pay very close attention to when Dr. Mitchell normally addresses, one of his most used words is always the word empathy and sympathy. There are times, ladies and gentlemen, government will make decisions. Police officers, people in authority would have to make harsh decisions. But there are times when consideration must be given to a lot of things. Now, I am not saying that whatever the decision government is making is one that they should not make. I don't know what is the reason for the decision made. But come on. Sometimes let's be considerate. Now, you would believe that after this demolition, that in 2-3 months down the road, government would start some form of proper project or something of that sort on that area. And remember, I say this on this date. You would pass the next year at this time, and absolutely nothing will be done in that area. Now, if government is going to use an area and needs it with its immediate effect, if government is going to do something there immediately, I see no issue in the decision making and government aid in the relocation of some of these individuals. Maybe not all. Maybe some you may have to ask them to contact a family member. But when you have government making such high-handed decision, and then you're hearing individuals speaking as it relates to court hearing and not being aware of it, it is really heartening. Because at the end of the day, if government needs the area for some form of development, I see no issue in government doing what is necessary to assist the persons in relocation or finding areas. Now, you know government wants to start a project in the next 14 months, 12 months, 8 months. You address these individuals, you go to them, you ask them questions, you see how best you can assist them. And then, whenever you come, maybe the individuals that might be at the time, sometimes you have to make the harsh decision. We know it happens. There are some people that are stubborn. We have seen internationally, with natural disasters have hit, and some people still don't want to leave their homes. And they may have to turn to shelters and so on. But when government picks up and just simply doing a demolition, for what reason? I can see it happening in some of the areas and booths where they have it. But you hear persons talking about their livelihoods. Individuals saying to you, this is not where a man frying chicken and chips, you know. A man saying to you, his engine, materials needed for fishing are in that area. And so if government would have had that conversation before, you could have said, well, okay, you know what? We have a fishing area in Duquesne. So maybe we can assist you in maybe storing your engine down there. But you could see there was never a conversation to assist him in whatever his products are. So nobody got to the point of saying, listen to me, let's fix this. Or you sit down with that individual, so what is the issue? What do you have here? Okay, so I have fishing products. Okay, here's what we can do for you. We can have you house that at maybe the area in Waltham, where you can leave your products, or we're going to give you the choice whether or not you have an area in which you... Simple way of governance. Simple way of leadership. Simple way to move around the normal life. You see, we just make things difficult. And somebody retaliated there and maybe hit somebody or something, and everybody could be like, oh, why government make a decision and so. But you see, when we listen to the rationales of some of these individuals, listen to them and listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying. If government wants it and has to use it, no problem. But when you're just demolishing it for whatever purpose, you're passing 2 years down the road and you would realize absolutely nothing. There is the Cameron Park still. There is the Cameron Park still. As an example, petition signed, election won, governance and administration take over. Look at the Cameron Park. Wait till rain season and you don't need to go on Grandlands Beach. You could swim right on Cameron Park. Look at the Cameron Park they would have asked for. You can make those high-handed decisions for the purpose of what? I am not against government saying we need an area. But government needs to aid in the relocation. When government removed the persons on Granby Street, they had to put them to the National Stadium. And we're not saying that government may accommodate everybody. Government can help everybody, you know. And that is the fact. Government can help everybody. But when you attempt to and understand we need to understand. Somebody is saying to me that it is the owner of the land. It's private property. But I'll find more information. I'll get more information on it. We need to, ladies and gentlemen, understand. Understand at the end of the day whether or not what is happening is for the betterment or for the development of an area. That is simple, you know. As they do say, simple maths. You understand me? It is simple maths. Right? So, even if we're saying that it is a decision and it is private property and it is making that level of, but government is doing a demolition. So is it coincidental that it happens in the same time the government is doing a demolition? We'll find more. We will find more. And we will get more information. Right? So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we need to sometimes put certain things into perspective. Relocation, all those things. And persons are mentioning, because even if we're saying that it is private property, and you see how it comes back to the mere fact that we need to know what's supposed to happen now. It goes right back to the bus shed incident. You see how we go back to, and you understand how the justification has been used? Government wanted to use a private property to build a whole bus shed. And they wanted to use the authority to do that. Trying to override the court. Right? And in a situation like this, even if you have a private ownership and you hear persons talking about the livelihood of as relates to fishing and so on, government shouldn't get involved in that. They can use the overriding powers at this stage. So the overriding powers is only being used to accommodate them. Because you know that bullshit. No, you hear persons talking about the livelihood, fishing, and all these things. Where's the senator in St. Mark's? Huh? But you want to build a jetty in Duquesne, and one in Waltham, and one in Victoria. Papi show. Every time you see them is a setup papi show. Laughable. That is how you call them. Laughable. Because ever since I know myself, and all the 40 years or more, I am certain that this is an area that have been used by the fisher folks in that area. Years. So I'll go in depth. I'll go in depth with the information. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So we continue our conversation. I don't know if there is anyone at this stage who would like to share any form of information, whether or not you would like to call in or maybe in the comment section. We are going to give just a few minutes to be able to call in and share whatever you wish to share. As I said, the number again, it goes, I believe it's going across the screen. It is 536-5843. Right? It is 536-5843. You can contact me on my WhatsApp. You can contact me through WhatsApp, so you can do so now. We just have just about a few more minutes. Oh, it's already 7 o'clock. Well, we'll grant just about 5 minutes in this few time that we have left. If you wish to call in at this stage, you can do so now, and we can have whatever conversation. right? I don't know if anybody in the comment section would like to comment anything or conversation that they may have any query or questions. This, as I said, is the last for this week. This Saturday, the 9th, was my very first recording in studio last year. So it would make me just about 1 year since I've been doing this recording. And as I said, it has been a wonderful one. All right, we do have a caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Prince. How are you doing?
I am all right, and how are you?
All right, I'm very well, fine, thank you.
All
Good
right.
afternoon to the classroom.
All right.
Two things rather quickly, right?
Yes.
I have been listening to certain members of the NDC group in Karikou, for instance, right? For some reason, they had a problem when our ports down here, when they come from Karikou with their vehicle and they had to be searched, right? They have to be, the vehicle has to be searched, and all the prerequisites has to be checked, because we know our borders are porous with St. Vincent, and we know what happens with St. Vincent and Grenada, Karikou, and these little islands with speedboats.
Right.
They make all the noise on the radio station up Karikou up there, and for some reason they get the way. So I'm not adding 2 and 2 to get 4 or 5, because in this case it's 5. They say, well, probably this is a porous situation where no vehicles are being checked anymore, but they get their wish. They got their wish. So the port is open. You can come from Karikou your car, come to Grenada, and drive off as normal. Nobody knows what's in your car. Nobody knows what's below your tire. Nobody knows what's in your muffler. Nobody knows what.
Okay.
Thanks to Honorable Tevin Andrews. I have the recording. I can play it over.
All right.
Secondly, do you remember, Mr. Prince, when there was a certain school bag, right, that, well, the NMP administration was giving out for school children?
Yeah,
and a certain individual was on the radio saying, burn the bags.
Yeah, taking the
burn them.
Yeah.
You all remember that?
Yes.
Grenada wasn't in Grenada then. Huh? All you now starting to see how the goose is coming home to roost. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Carla. Always making some salient points, and I can recall that, in truth. I can recall when the bags was being distributed. One of the individual of a radio host would have said, "Burn them bag, man. Them bag have what OBI in it." So very good point there, Carla. It's a very good point there. As it relates to the vehicles not being searched, one traveling into Karikou, that would be an issue. That definitely will be an issue, because it really will play with the security of our nation. With the vast rise in crime and gun violence to a certain extent, I can't believe that vehicles that are coming from the neighboring islands are the neighboring island is not being searched. I want to believe that this is maybe just a rumor, because we have had so many issues between the years, as it relates to, and the caller mentioned, with our little islands, neighboring islands, be it drug-related or any other. We have had so many issues with that. So I want not to believe that we are going to pretend as if we don't know what happens, because even the little speedboats, we try to stop them from coming here because of what we may presume that they might be coming home here to do. So, Carla, I hope that you get this one wrong, because this is one I would personally look into. I would personally look into this one, because really this would be a serious breach in our security system here in Grenada. Serious one. All right. So now I don't want to go any further for the purpose of the mere fact, and I am not too certain whether or not the meeting is being broadcasted, but I know that it would have started, or it should be starting at 7. So so somebody's saying, well, yeah, we would find out. we would find out more about this one. So I don't know if anybody, I don't know if Real FM might be broadcasting that discussion this evening with Dr. Mitchell. I don't know if it's just an in-house meeting that would not be broadcasted. But however, I know it is after 7. It is 5 minutes past the 7. So we don't want to go too much in depth in terms of those conversations. And so we want to give everybody the opportunity to, if maybe they can attend that meeting, they can do so. All right. However, let me just put this out there. Silas Promotion and Simeon's Grocery and Bar presents a Village Bingo Easter edition that will be $5,000, $20 per ticket. Saturday, the 30th of March 2024. Simeon's Bar at Pearls. It starts at 5. All right. It would be hosted by yours truly, Royalty James. All right. So go out there and be a part of that bingo that will be held in that area. All right. The New National Party St. George's branch, they do an oil dung and cake sale on Saturday the 16th of March 2024. Oil dung would be at $20 and it starts at 11:30. The venue would be at the Grand Roy, close to the medical station. All right. So don't forget to go be a part of this one also. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, it was another wonderful evening to be here with you guys and to be able to converse with you guys. It is always a pleasure to be able to have this conversation. And to be really honest with you, you guys really do motivate me to continue to do what I'm doing. As I said, last year around this time was my first time doing this broadcast. And Saturday the 9th would make me 1 year since I started, and it have been through motivation and a lot of views and comments and conversations with you guys that continues to motivate me, keeps me going, make me much more informative as it relates to many things that are happening here in our wonderful Tri-Island state. All right, so I say thank you guys so very much, and God's blessings to each and every one of you. I would see you again next Monday. All the best over the weekend. And don't forget, we have the inter-primary school taking place at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Don't forget to support your parish. However, you know definitely St. Max is going to win. So continue to be blessed. Continue to stay blessed. And you have yourself a wonderful evening. My name is Royalty James. I am signing out for another wonderful evening. I thank you and goodbye.
Are you having problems with pain? Well, we've got the solution. Use Nut Magic Pain Reliever today and feel the pain fade away. Nut Magic Pain Reliever is produced right here in Grenada by Black Gold Enterprise and can be used for the relief of sore muscle, joint pain, cramps, backaches, arthritis, and other related symptoms. It's magic in a bottle. You can find Nut Magic Pain Reliever at major pharmacies and supermarkets on the island. Call or WhatsApp Black Gold Enterprise at 458-1330. Look for Nut Magic Pain Reliever on Facebook and on Instagram, or send us an email at bgegrenada@gmail.com. Get yours today and say goodbye to pain. It's magic in a bottle.
It's magic.
Mr. Golden. On Saturday, March 30th, Easter Saturday, marks 20 years of New Face Promotions signature event. Are you ready for Revo Dance 20? Revo Dance 20. Wait, what? Yes, the Golden 20 at Caribbean Breeze, 276 Belmont Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. And this year, we're doing it spectacular, featuring live from Grenada, Dash, Mr. Golden, and from New York, Kush and Alma Boy. Those open 10 p.m. Showtime 12 midnight. Get your $50 tickets now. More at the door. And are available from West Cuisine, Universal Barbershop, Shanda on East 53rd and Claxon. Or call 347-304-5453 for more details. Cash App or Zelle accepted. Dress code Camo or Army Green. And you must be 21 and over. Your DJs coming to shell down the dance. Queen D Fire, DJ Silence, DJ Little B, DJ Synergy, DJ Naughty Vibes. From Grenada, Selector Beast. Hosted by Mad Vibe. It's Revo Dance 20. Saturday, March 30th. Caribbean Breeze, 276 Belmont Avenue. Sponsored by Pascal's Wood Flows Inc., A1 Construction, EU Clothing Line, and City Sound Radio. Revo Dance 20. The Big Dance.
All of them that giving the verdict about the doctor getting me sick. I don't know why they wouldn't mind a stinking business. Leave the man in peace. I say leave the damn doctor. Look, don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Why say, or his mother in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave the damn doctor. Where do you do? Leave the damn doctor. Where you Yes, the other party is there. They can't handle their own affair. They're stumbling with all the plan. Still they're harassing the blasted man. I say, leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. Way, or his mother in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. He ain't trouble on you. Leave me down, doctor. Way, or his mother in Trinidad. Way, They're making so much confusion, but race riot in England. They should kick them from Scotland Yard. We have the same question in Trinidad. I say, leave me down, doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave me down, doctor. Or his mother in Trinidad. Leave me down, doctor. Why say, he ain't trouble on you. Leave me down, doctor. Hey, where you doing? Well, do. Leave me down, doctor. Sing, sing. Well, the way how things shaping up, all this nigger business must stop. I tell you soon in the West Indies, it's please, Mr. Nigger, please leave the damn doctor. And don't get me mad. Leave the damn doctor. Nor his mother in Trinidad. Leave the damn doctor. Yes, he ain't trouble